YouTube here. So welcome, Gretchen and Richard, and
thank you, Julie.
Enjoy.
Thanks. So thank you all for being here. It's a very small group, and these are a lot of slides. So I really encourage you, since we are so small, just raise your hand and let's have it be a little more interactive. So if there's anything that you're unclear about or want a little more detail, please interrupt, because I think, one, it'll keep you awake, and two, it'll just be more interesting if there's something that, the burning question that you have that it just needs a little more clarity. Would be fine with that. Richard and I used to work at Sanofi Aventis. We came to our respective positions in the summer when they closed our Pennsylvania offices. So this training actually is what we used for our CRAs at Sanofi, trying to get them to understand the new model of recruitment and how very stressful it was and just adding a lot to everyone's plate. So we were trying to get them on board. I would love to know, but just by a show of hands, what our audience is. How many of you guys work for pharma? Okay. And CROs? Okay. And I guess anyone CRAs, actual CRAs? Cool. Very cool. And
other?
I'm sorry, biotech? Okay, great. Great. So we have a good mix. So hopefully this will be beneficial for you. And as I said, please feel free to interject. Let me just make sure I got this going, right? Okay. Okay. So, the traditional CRA role was a heads down, nose in the books, fact checking role. And many CRAs still are very much in that mode. And because it was like that for so many years, I think it's very difficult to make that adjustment. Also, I think that sometimes, and I'm telling you this with the broadest scope, so just know that many of my friends are CRAs. It's not not making any judgments. But I think many people took the job of CRA, chose that role just for that reason. That was what they were very good at. So it's really difficult, and many CRAs, as I know, that have been doing this for decades, it's difficult to stay in this role and to choose this role and then to have it change and to have all these other things thrown at you within your day-to-day job. So we're very aware of this shift. And so these are just some ways that we're trying to help ease the pain. How about that? And the reason for this is that changing industry is changing that approach. There's more emphasis being put on the whole sponsor-site relationship. And a lot of times there's a lot of verbiage thrown at that, but not really any detail to give you, okay, how do we improve our relationship with our sites? You're talking about it in preferred site partnerships and things like that, but there's not a lot of actual detail given as to how you get there. Doing more with less. I'm sure our CRAs in the audience can attest to this. Many of our CRAs are being given, 10 protocols, and flying all over the country to try to keep up with all these different protocols, and it's just very difficult to wrap your head around it. Many organizations no longer have staff dedicated to patient recruitment, so here you go, CRAs, you're not busy at all. Let's give you some more things to do. And there's restrictions on sales groups now, and the CRAs are becoming the face of the company. So there's a lot of pressure. You're the ones that see the sites. You're the ones that actually are the people that they know. So we're going to give you this to do in addition to everything else you're supposed to do.